Hey guys, what's up? It's MacD again. And today we've got with us a very special guest that Stab's probably in love with because he's a Falco main and loves his Falco mains. We've got our very own Dr. PeePee.
What's up, everybody? Shout out to Stab.
Shout out to Stab. Yes, now Stab's probably going to smile for the rest of the night because Dr. PeePee gave him a shout out. So, let's see, Dr. PeePee. My screen went blank, so I don't unlock. There we go. Have you ever played Insane Carzy Guy?
No, I have not, but I'm really looking forward to it.
By the way, mention who asked the question too. Like, so-and-so.
Oh, and that was by Charles. With an SZ.
Oh, yeah.
Jack of Blade wants to know, what made you decide to use Falco?
What made me decide I want to use Falco? Well, originally, I didn't really know what character to, I guess, learn aside from like Mario, who I started with.
Can I have that one?
No. But I was kind of looking up because like I was a real like Smashboard scrub and everything when I started playing, and so I found I actually found Overswarm's tutorials for Falco and Mario online. Long story short, I started seconding those guys, and later when I got raped in my third tournament, I decided I wanted to play Falco or Marth, and I friendlied Soft, the Jigglypuff from Georgia, for a while, and he told me that my Falco was better, and so I started playing Falco because of that. It also helped that Shiz was amazing, and I really loved watching him.
He also wants to know, what is your favorite thing about Falco?
Favorite thing about Falco? I guess, I don't know, it's so hard to just pick one thing about Falco, but I guess I just really like the control I have over the character. I really like how powerful he kind of feels, but at the same time, like how fluid he is, I guess. It's kind of hard to explain.
Very interesting. So you just like the end. Okay. So J Coon, the nub, wants to know, why is your name so amazing?
Why is my name so amazing?
Actually, I think he really wants to know how'd you get it.
How I got it. That's such a... so I guess Smash community gets to know why I have this ridiculous name. It's really not that good of a story at all. All right. Okay, so in 7th grade, I had this friend that would like always rag on me a lot, and we always ate lunch together. And one day, when I was eating lunch, I was drinking orange juice, and I spilled it on my lap, and then he just started calling me Dr. PeePee after that. It's really lame and really gay. And then I wanted something funny when I like joined the Smash community, and I was almost Hot Fuzz, but I decided that sucked. And so I guess I just used Dr. PeePee because it was funnier.
Okay, so MacMan wants to know, what do you look for when you study videos of matches, and is it hard to apply whatever tactics you've learned by watching videos?
It kind of depends on who I'm watching. If I'm watching myself, I can really get a lot more out of it. I really prefer watching videos of myself, these days anyway, because I can pick myself apart. I can see what worked and what didn't because it all applies just to me. But I didn't really like watching myself that much when I started out because I was like, I'm doing all these scrub things and they're all bad, and so I don't like it. And so I'd watch what all the better players were doing, and I try to just take from them and just do better what they did wrong. So, I mean, you have, right now, I guess, like what I'll do when I watch videos is I'll, MacD's laughing at something, very distracting. What are you laughing at, MacD?
Answer the question.
Alright, well I guess I'm done answering the question.
So Twin A, one of the New Mexico Magic twins, has actually a very interesting question that I think a lot of people might like.
Okay.
How do you, despite not having anyone near your level to play with on a daily basis, from how he understands, how do you maintain such high skill and seem to be ever improving?
Well, it's not, you can play, if you have, I mean, I have someone to play with. I have Twitch, my 14-year-old younger brother, and he knows how I play inside and out. And so when he was worse, he was good combo practice and then good DI practice, edge guard practice, all that sort of thing. So I always had the technical ability. I always had to learn how to adapt because there was someone that knew how I played. Aside from that, Smash is a mental game beyond that. So as long as I keep my head in it, and I can watch videos, I think about Smash from time to time, then it's easy to keep my mind in it, because tech skill, after you've been playing for a while, it's harder to lose.
Question from Cactuar, actually, who's
Cactuar is sitting right beside us.
He wanted to know if you wanted a bite of his sandwich.
Oh,
but it's all gone now. He still has some in his mouth. Maybe you could get some out of there.
Well,
if you want, I can get it for you, and then you can get it out of my mouth. Oh, what I do? Okay.
Well, I would have very much liked to have been fed by Cactuar. He is amazing and probably the greatest Smasher ever lived.
Somewhere close.
And he's also definitely the sexiest.
I don't know, man.
No, definitely the sexiest. But no bias there, of course.
So much bias. No more interruptions from Cactuar.
Cactuar's out.
Goodbye, Cactuar. Okay, so KO Star wants to know. Well, he has like a couple questions. Let me just read them all, and then you can answer them together or something.
Well, you just do one at a time.
Yeah, well, he wants to know what do you think makes you unique as a player, and what would you say your biggest strengths and weaknesses are?
That's a big question.
I mean, just if you want, just go like.
I'll just answer as much of that as I can.
And not 5 minutes.
Yeah, I'll try my best. All right. So, I guess what makes me unique as a player is that I'll see. Well, I guess it's hard for me really just to describe what makes me unique, because the only thing I ever really do when I play is I really just play. I do what makes sense to me. I don't try to tech skill it up if I can. I don't try to overcomplicate things or make things harder for myself than they need to be. I just do what makes sense. And if it works, great. If it doesn't, then I need to figure out what I did wrong. And I guess my biggest strengths and weaknesses are, since I play, I guess, more simply maybe, I can pick myself apart easier. I can figure out why I lost easier. But I guess maybe a weakness is because I played more simply. It's easier for me to get read, especially if I don't adapt it.
So PB&J, just a nice simple question: who's your favorite Falco and why?
My favorite Falco is easily the Shiz Wiz. Shiz is he's an awesome dude. Seen several of his interviews, great guy. And obviously his Falco is amazing. He was my he was and is my inspiration. I love watching him just go balls to the wall on everyone. So much fun, and he really shows that he can play Falco a lot of different ways and still exists in the sport. Shiz rapes.
Shiz rapes. That's very well put.
Thank you. I took a lot of time for that one.
I guess here's a silly question. Twin A again has another question.
All right.
Who was the one Smasher you want to play in the grand finals of a major tourney?
One player I want to play grand finals of a major.
I'm gonna see it.
Let's see. Well, maybe Mac D, because he's obviously my favorite Smasher for agreeing to do this interview. But if someone else I could choose would also be. Well, I don't know, for different, there's a lot of different reasons I could play someone in finals, but I guess I'd say that I really wouldn't mind playing Hungry Bucks in finals, because first of all, it seems kind of realistic. Second of all, we're both from the South, so we kind of have a little rivalry for like a higher spot in the South.
Oh yeah.
And and so I don't know, like I kind of have a little salty thing with Hungry Bucks every now and then. So I wouldn't mind playing him in finals. I know it'd be hype. I know that a lot of people would be watching. It'd be great matches.
So Slox, wants to know: do you ever get angry with Melee and ever think about quitting?
Angry with Melee? I mean, I've gotten frustrated with the game so much, especially when I was bad, because I really hate losing, and so I guess that's kind of the reason why I am as good as I am, because I want to get good, so I quit losing, I guess. But to get angry to the point of quitting, no. I get really frustrated, and I'd maybe take a break or switch characters and say, okay, I'm just done doing this to myself for a little while. but no, never to the point of quitting. I always felt like I've been capable of figuring anything out I could about Melee, and that's kind of the mindset you have to have if you're gonna achieve in the game.
How long have you been playing Melee competitively?
I don't have an exact amount of time. I know I started in June or July of 2007, and I really haven't taken any kind of breaks from Melee except for like maybe a couple weeks when Brawl came out, but then I got over that real quickly. So I guess pretty much just straight 3 years and like a month or two.
Okay, well, that's all the questions that we have that weren't from stupid North Carolina people.
Yeah, I love you guys.
Any questions you want to add, Stab, last moment?
I do.
All right.
Come.
Questions from Stab.
When you're like up, when you're doing really well in friendlies or something, I don't know, in tournament maybe, do you ever feel like you want to stop while you're ahead? Because you might get disappointed with what happens next.
What do you mean?
Like, you just like beat, I don't know, let's just say you beat the Shizwiz or something and you have to play H-Box next.
Yeah.
Do you ever feel like, oh man, yes, I beat Shizwiz, but now, like, I've got to play Hungry Box and I beat him before and now there's expectations. So I don't know, Paul.
Would they hear that?
No.
Would they have heard any of that?
Well, maybe.
Okay, so basically, Stab wants to know if there's any way, or if PeePee, whenever he's like playing in tournament or something, maybe like his example is if he just beat Shiz and now it's like going to be Grand Finals versus Hungry Box. If he wished that maybe PeePee could just end the tournament right there and then just kind of be happy and not have to play anymore, right? Something like that.
Yeah, that's pretty much what Stab is asking, and I will admit I've had that sort of feeling before, but you kind of, I guess I'm a little bit too much of a realistic thinker. I'll say, oh, well, I mean, it'd be nice to end it on this good note, but you know, it's competition. That's what I play the game for. I'm a very competitive person. I hate losing, so I really just want to see what I'm capable of. I always want more hype. I just want to just, you know, push the limit, raise the bar, go and play whoever I can. So even if there's someone that I think I will lose to next round and I just beat someone great, then I'll say, I mean, I get to go home. I can say I did this well, and sure I lost to someone that maybe I could have beat or maybe I couldn't have, but it's probably got recorded. I can figure out what I did wrong, and it is all competition. I still did great achievements, and I still try to remember that, and I can always improve for next time. So I never really want to end it until I absolutely have to.
So you only end it when you lose twice or win Grand Finals.
Right.
Probably win Grand Finals.
Let's hope so.
Knowing you. Well, not today. I mean.
Oh yeah.